Welcome. In this video, I will present the 10 things that you should do first once you set up your Windows on your ASUS ROG Xbox Live X device. Well, let's start with the Xbox, since there is a dedicated button for Xbox on this console. Just press it, then open your Xbox on the bar that you see at the top of your screen and sign into your Microsoft account in the Xbox. Then you will after some time or by manual searching, you'll find the update prepared for your Xbox. So to find it manually, go to Microsoft Store, go to apps, go to downloads, and then let's check for updates. And as you can see, we already got the Xbox update installed. It's installing. So let's wait until the update is installed. Let's actually update everything, both Xbox and game bar. Oh, and to perform this update, you're gonna have to open this menu on your taskbar and close the Xbox by holding your finger down on it and tapping quit. And then you can update both Xbox and game bar. Well, that was pretty quick. Then you can set up your copilots, but it's not necessary really. You can skip this step. Okay, and now the second or the third thing is the Armory Crate, which should be pre-installed on your device. But if it's not, you can download Armory Crate from the official ASUS website. Just search for Armory Crate in your web browser, find the ASUS.com support only Armory Crate page and download this first file. There you'll get a zip folder with the installation file in it. Once you run it, you won't have to go through many difficult steps. The Armory Crate will be installed on your device pretty easily, I would say. To launch the Armory Crate, as you see, it's already all launched on my device, but you can either press the Xbox icon or button and then select Armory Crate from the list, or just press the Armory Crate button and then select Open Armory Crate SE. Yeah, SE is the version for this device. And the next thing is go into the Update Center in your Armory Crate. Click check for updates, wait until all the updates are checked for, then update your UWP app and core service and also all the device and components. Now this will take some time, your device will have to restart a couple of times, but it's worth the wait, since you'll also get the AMD software Adrenaline Edition app, which is essential for this device since it got all the AMD hardware inside. Now let's wait. Okay, so just make sure that everything is up to date on this page. Then you can close the Armory Crate for now, and then let's check for Windows updates. Go to Start menu, open Settings. In Settings, on the sidebar, go to Windows Update, click check for updates, and let your device check if there are any updates available for your device. Also go to Advanced Options. In Advanced Options, select Optional Updates and check if you have any optional updates, especially the driver ones, because they are gonna need them. Okay, if you have any updates, then download and install them. If you don't worry, we have more steps to go through. Search for My ASUS application in the Start menu, and if you don't have it pre-installed, open the Microsoft Store, search for My ASUS, open this apps page. It's from ASUS Tech, so it's the official ASUS software. Open this application, then sign into it. I recommend, well, not that I recommend, but It's the most convenient way to sign into this app is using your Microsoft account, since you don't have to even provide any additional data, don't have to create any additional accounts for that. Then go to System Update section on the sidebar, and let this application check if there are any updates to your device, and if there are, of course, download and install them all. Now let's check some personalization features. For example, the game launchers. Of course, I don't think, well, maybe you only want to use the Xbox launcher, but if you want some more launchers, open your Armory Crate app, go to this page, go to Game Platforms tab, and then select all the launchers that you want to install. For example, here I already have the Epic Games Steam launcher. To download a launcher, just have to tap on its icon right here. You'll get transferred to the website where you'll be able to install this launcher. It will either start downloading automatically, or you're gonna have to find the download button yourself. Now Electronic Arts made it as difficult as it could have been. Okay, so I suppose it's this one. Okay, so select here app. Okay, we have to select memberships. No, I'm gonna leave it for later. Now maybe let's download Battle.net. It must be easier. Or the Battle.net, we can download it from the Microsoft Store, actually. Yeah. So just install this launcher. Once the launcher is installed, you'll be able to open it using your Xbox button. It will appear somewhere right here on the list, on this bar. Okay, it's already installed. Can't believe this. Oh no, it's updating. Let's wait. Okay. Tap continue. Wait until the Battle.net is installed. Well, Battle.net is optional. You can install Epic Games, Steam. They're all installed in pretty much the same way. Okay, and once the launcher is installed, you'll be able to easily access it by tapping on it on the game bar. But now let's go back to the Armory Crate application, as we haven't yet finished here. So first of all, get to know the command center. To call it, just press this Armory Crate button. Okay, and here you have different widgets. You have widgets for changing your sound volume, your screen brightness. You have widgets to change your control mode. By tapping on this icon, you can change between gamepad, desktop, or auto modes. You can switch game profiles here, but so this transfer. Okay, you can call your keyboard from here. You can enable or disable a real-time monitor. For some reason it doesn't seem to work properly yet. Okay, no, it just had to load. The FPS limiter, the resolution, and you can also add new widgets by pressing Y button. And then you can either add long widgets or square widgets by tapping add and then selecting the widgets that you're gonna need to use. For example, the screen recording feature may come in handy, and also the microphone for quick microphone turning off. Okay, so all of these features are pretty simple and pretty easy to use. And now let's also configure your device. Go to performance, and in performance mode, you can select one of these three basic modes. The silent one, which will limit your CPU and GPU power, but will keep noise levels extra quiet. So this is basically the almost like power saving mode, though it's technically not. It's just a mode for, I don't know, watching movies, for example, series, whatever. Performance mode balances your performance, temperature, and fan speed. In turbo mode, I recommend using it when you're playing a game, and I recommend using it with the charging cable plugged into your device to ensure the best performance. Or you can use the Windows mode to synchronize your Windows settings with your device. And you can also set up a manual mode. Let me quickly show you how you can set an actual power saving mode, I would call it. So basically all you have to do, we won't touch the fan speeds here, but what we have to do in order to create a power saving mode is, well, first tap this three dot icon, and let's rename the manual mode 1 to power saving mode. And now let's set the SPL level to 7. Well, let's set all of these levels to the minimum VAT usage, which will, and then tap apply, then tap yes, and this will create a power saving mode. And now you can switch between modes and see how differently they use your device's wattage. But generally, using this mode, your device will be able to last about 6 hours without recharging, and it's still enough to play some games, some lighter games, I think. You can see how many watts your power modes are using in this command center if you go to the okay, have to go back from here. Yeah, so you can see that the manual mode that we created, the power saving mode, uses only 7 watts of power. The silent mode uses 13 watts. The performance mode uses 17, and the turbo mode uses 25 watts. So that's one trick that you can do on your device to create a power saving mode yourself in a couple of simple steps. Now also go to Eco Assist, and to prolong your battery life, you can enable extreme standby mode and modern standby assistant. These two switches to the right, and this will ensure better battery life for your battery. You can also go to GPU settings and change the memory assigned to GPU. By default, we have 8 GB of video memory, but generally speaking, this might be way too much for some games and too low for other games. So you can change this value whenever you start a new game, depending on how demanding it is, and well, from what you can see from your own experience. Or you can simply set this value to auto selection, and this way this app will automatically assign the amount of VRAM to your GPU, which is the most convenient option. But of course you can always do this manually, and you can assign as much as 16 GB of VRAM to your GPU. Okay, now let's go back. Also check out battery care. If you want your battery to work longer in long periods or long term, switch the toggle to the right. This will limit your battery charging to 80%, and it will let your battery serve you maybe in months or even years longer. Next, let's configure the controller settings. So go back, then tap configure, and here you can configure both gamepad mode and desktop mode. To do so, you have to tap configure, then you have to select the key that you want to reassign in here, and once you select a key, just tap edit and then select one of the available functions that you can assign to this key. You have many different tabs that you can choose from, so just set up everything to your preference. And you have gamepad mode, desktop mode, so 2 different modes. So yeah, there's a lot of work here. And the next step is the general configuration of your device. So you can, for example, configure your audio. You can set up general noise cancelling here. You can also set up conference AI noise cancelling for microphone. You can also change the AI noise cancelling for your speaker here. And besides, you have things like connection. Let this app use a precise location, and so set up your connection here. Add your Bluetooth devices that you're gonna be using. Also go to calibration and calibrate your device. It's pretty easy. Let me show you how to calibrate the left stick, for example. So you just press A, and then you press A. Then you release the joystick and press A to return it to the central position, and then you first move it to the right and release it, and move it to the bottom, then release it, then to the left, and then release it, and then to the top. Like this. And then you rotate it a couple of times. Okay, and then you tap done. And just configure everything in the calibration. And also let's review some additional settings within the AMD application that is installed once you update everything in your Armory Crate app. So just hold your finger down on an empty space of your desktop, open AMD Software Adrenaline Edition. Wait until this app is opened, and here you can first of all enable the HyperRX to improve your game experience. Then you can go to settings and adjust some more settings. For example, in display you can enable or disable AMD FreeSync, enable or disable GPU scaling, very bright, and all the different settings and preferences for you. Besides, you can also check the Dolby Access application. And in Dolby Access application, since many users report different sound issues with this device, you can change your preset from, for example, from game to movie. From what I've seen, the movie preset makes your device quite louder, so you can select your preset here in order to improve your sound quality. And I think at this point, you're free to start using and playing on your device, and sign into your game launchers, install your favorite games on your device, and yeah, that's basically it. Thank you for watching this video. I hope that it helped you, and if it did, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like and a comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.